3,000-year-old temple. Road, 3,000-year-old temple. So we're actually at the ferry point, and we're about to get a ferry to our hotel, and then we're going to check out Luxor after we've been and had a shower. So we found a ferry, and this is a view from our rooftop. This is the El Masala Hotel. This is the Nile. Over there's the incredibly fancy Sofitel, and straight ahead of us is Luxor Temple. So this is the public ferry that goes to Karnak Temple, which is 10 Egyptian pounds each, and it'll take you across and back. So should we have a look around the ferry?
Yeah, so it will only leave when it's full. So there isn't a clear timetable, so it shouldn't take too long to get full. It's just taking a load of coach passengers. I think there's 2 in operation all the time, so it shouldn't take very long. We've been here like 5 or 10 minutes, and it's getting pretty full now.
Here's what it looks like. And here's the landing spot and the grumpy man who charges you entry. And there is the man. We're off to try and find Karnak Temple now. Apparently it's down here. You didn't want to get, a man offered us less than £1 to get a horse there. You weren't keen on the horse though, right?
No, I just feel like they don't look after them properly, and it makes me sad.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Anyway, down here, the nice little promenade actually. Let's go and try and find Karnak Temple. Come into Karnak Temples, you're greeted with this, which is like a history along the wall, a picture of how it is, a view of the site. It's a bit noisy because of all the tour guides, but actually it's kind of what we wanted in Giza. A bit more information, a bit of kind of touristy stuff. With Karnak, with its sphinxes, imagine living in one of those houses. It's kind of overlook. It's the most ancient temple. Disabled access. This is already like 1,000,000 times better than Giza Pyramid in terms of organisation and how they've laid out the site, isn't it?
Yeah, it's much better. There's information, disabled access, you could push a buggy around here if you brought your family. Yeah, it's just so much better, very organised.
And you're immediately, as you walk in, met with an ancient stone tablet of hieroglyphics. Kind of why you're here, right? Ancient inscriptions depicting the Egyptian ruler known as Cassi. Cassi reigned just before Alexander the Great. If you come to Karnak, I highly recommend going to the little Karnak open air museum. Basically, there is no one else around here. All of the crowds and the tours just go straight down the middle, and you end up with a view of all this amazing ancient historical stuff, reconstructed tombs, reconstructed chapels, absolutely all to yourself. And it's like quite serene, quite peaceful and quite amazing. Look at all the hieroglyphs and all the reconstructed tombs, just completely on your own, even when there's hundreds of people down in the main alley. Oh, look how the temperature immediately drops when you walk through here. You know, it's a bit crowded here in the great, I want to say, Apostles Hall, but I actually think all the people here give it a grander sense of scale. Like if it was empty, you wouldn't quite get that sense of scale, of how big everything is. One absolutely incredible place. Some of the inscriptions are so clear and crisp. And you think, surely that's modern day reconstruction. So you've got some of the original colouring on your old hieroglyphs. It's the scale of this place which is just unbelievable. And now we're going to walk back and have a Coke and a shawarma at the restaurant. So we've just stopped for a Pepsi, Mo Salah endorsed of course, and a shawarma at a cafe outside of Karnak Temple. I keep saying Karnak. Emma, what's your opinion on Karnak Temple?
I think it's a million times better than the pyramids, personally. The area around it is much nicer, it's organised, it's cleaner, you're pestered less by guides. It's just generally much better. There's lots of information, and we've got a Lonely Planet with us, but there's loads of information you can read, and you can actually just see, you can touch history with all the hieroglyphics. It's just, it feels more ancient, and it gives you a better idea.
You're not actually allowed to touch.
Oh well, okay.
So
nearly touch them.
So yeah, so there's just the scale of it is incredible.
It's massive.
And it was just amazing walking around. I would say 10 out of 10 for me. For me, better than Petra, better than Giza. Absolutely loved it. Just the scale of it, all the stuff around, and just the accessibility of the site and things. So if you are in Egypt, Karnak Temple needs to be 100% I think on your list of things to do. Incredible, 10 out of 10. One of the really nice things about Luxor is how they've done up the promenade. So you can have a really nice walk along, see all the ships, see the Nile, have a sit down in some shade if you get a bit too hot. Just a really nice promenade. Make sure you pop down the steps. Did you enjoy my YouTuber voice? No. Did you enjoy me going pop down?
Yeah, that's my
This is Luxor Temple. Emma, what were you saying about Luxor Temple?
Well, it's twice the price and about, I don't know, a fifth of the size of Karnak. It's taking a mick, quite frankly.
Look at the huge statues there.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. This is a lot of sphinxes. Goes all the way to Karnak. And a big boat. To be fair, they're pretty monumental in scale, aren't they? I sure remembered the theme tune to Stargate. Come in. Emma, what's the word that you'd use to describe how this restoration's been done?
Sympathetic.
Sympathetic restoration? This is Luxor Temple and the end of our Luxor day trip. You're getting out of camera there. This is Luxor Temple, the end of our Luxor day trip. We're going to now head back to our hotel, or maybe go for a tiny little drink. And then we will tomorrow go to the Valley of the Kings. Peace.